26. We didn't get... No. We didn't get... No. Look, we did it. No. 630. No. Same mics. 399. No. We didn't get... Look, 50. Back north. 399. We didn't get it. Look back down. No. We didn't get it. No. We didn't get it. No. We didn't get it.
In London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part, see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Starboy excellence. That's me. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part, see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. I'm a number one, like you say, set page. Used to kick boot on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. Beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets.
The
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. The Jets at 6-5 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Over 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Hey, 88. Go to 50.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now Cook running right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He gets it underneath to Hall. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This is 2nd and 8. Up the middle, it's Cook. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception, and then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Inside. Take 30.
Rodgers now on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Power. Touchdown! Nico Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Ready.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Ritter on 1st and 10. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Robinson on a give right side. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
This ball down the field for Pitts. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
This 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Ready?
Now Ritter to throw on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Front linebacker, hard cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Hey, blue. You don't blue. Blue strike.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. This ball down the field for Pitts. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Right. 150.
Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Hey, take 26.
To throw is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers with a keeper. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Now this time Rodgers will throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Jets! Dalvin Cook, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets have moved out in front. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Ritter now. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Ritter. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
1st down, Falcons. Red cycle.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it. Now he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick-6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick-6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick-6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation either.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. How about this? And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. Koo knocks this one through the post. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Falcons 13.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. There he goes, left side. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut the lead back down to 2.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Ready, go. Ready?
Ritter will throw for it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they're always talking about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Open man downfield is Hindman. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10.
Easy. 26. Hey, take 26.
Throwing is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Get 300. Get 300. Easy.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Zerline's kick is up and through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Ritter back to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Ready. Cycle. Ready.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
This is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt. because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 49 yards. And the Falcons have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes 3rd down and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. Well, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Now Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Officially, that is a 99-yard punt return. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Coup now for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Jets 24.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets him back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Ready.
Going play action. Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The objective there, and yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but works in part.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Robinson with another carry. And he will be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. That's complete, it's Cook. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Here we go, set.
Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.